Hi everyone, Atomic Number here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Case Lang VEIRS album. This is a surprise collaborative record from three monster songwriters. We have the versatile pop songstress Katie Lang, indie darling Nico Case, and folkster singer-songwriter Laura VEIRS. Not really sure what to expect from this project. I mean, at first, just looking at it on the surface, I presumed that this was something put together by the powers that be in order to just, make the NPR crowd just go full eargasm and keep shoveling in that donation money. But, I actually enjoyed the teaser tracks from this thing quite a bit. However, actually being able to listen to the entire record, there is a bit of a separation issue on a lot of these tracks. Unfortunately, it seems like how a song sounds depends very much on who is leading the track. There are very few cuts in the track listing here. Atomic Number is an example of one, where it actually sounds like all three singers play an equal role on the track, which is a bit of a shame because Atomic Number is not only an incredibly beautiful track, but I like the way that these three singers sort of trade off lines on this cut a lot. But again, as I said, many of the cuts on here, they feel mostly like I'm listening to a song that could have been on any one album from any of these respective singers on this record, just with the other two collaborators kind of playing a very supportive role, hanging in the background, adding to the three-part vocal harmonies that are found throughout this project. Tracks like Best Kept Secret are a huge example, a song where Laura VEIRS' songwriting actually punches through in a very chipper way. This is a very bright, sunny song. Sounds like something a twee pop band like Camera Obscura would put out, for example. The track was a little sugary for my taste, but I do appreciate the level of instrumental detail that these three put into the song, especially with the string sections that pop in later in the cut. Lyrically, the track is also a very kind of touching tribute to guitarist Tim Young, a friend of Laura's who actually appears on the cut playing guitar. Also, we have tracks like 1,000 Miles Away, which as soon as I heard the very gentle groove of the track and the woodwinds on the song, I heard Katie Lang's vocals coming from 1,000 miles away. The chemistry of this trio kind of reminds me of the chemistry of another band of sort of supergroup trio songwriters, all of them Canadian, Swan Lake, where each song kind of sounds like it's specifically coming from one of the members of the band, and then the other two just kind of, take part in a subtle way in the track. And while I guess that makes for a somewhat inconsistent record, a great deal of the songs on here are really tasteful. Even the songs that I wasn't really gripped by were at least pleasant to listen to. Let me get one more complaint out of the way before I start complimenting this record for how good it actually is, and that is a lot of these songs, they don't really go the distance. We have some abrupt endings on here, tracks that are wonderful, beautiful, that I think really could have gone longer with either a bridge or another verse. Tracks like Behind the Armory, which has one of the sweetest and most gripping vocal harmonies on the entire record. Again, Atomic Number, or the song Why Do We Fight? The ending of the song Down I-5, it is literally a cliffhanger. The song finishes so quickly, I just assumed that the next track was a continuation. The entire thing flows kind of like a compilation, especially once I get toward the back end of the record and I come to realize that, well, they're not really finishing this up in any kind of way that's going to tie things up neatly. Still though, even though this thing feels like a compilation, it is a compilation with highlights, namely songs like Song for JUDEE, which is a lovely tribute to singer-songwriter Judy Sill. The instrumental is not only beautiful and folky and gentle, the harmonized vocals on the chorus are beautiful, and the lyrics go into great detail into Judy's very tragic story. Katie Lang's vocals on the very seductive Honey and Smoke are wonderful. I love the subtle country vibe on the song Delirium. The bells that are worked into the mix too sound awesome. Delirium, delirium. The song Greens of June has this chilly, dramatic feel to it that reminds me of a lot of the folk pop of the 60s. And the chamber instrumentation on the song 1,000 Miles Away is gorgeous, and I get a real sense of longing from Katie Lang's lyrics. But again, even though a lot of the songs on here are good, and the three songwriters on this record complement each other really well. Not only in that they play good supportive roles for one another, but chances are if you enjoy the music of one of these three women, you'll probably enjoy the music of the other two. So without question, I think this record is going to entertain the fans of each one of these artists if they're willing to give this album a shot. But I think this trio has the potential to reach beyond the larger group of people who already know them if on this next record that they come out with, because I've heard they're going to drop another one, they refine their sound and they expand on their songs. I'm feeling a light to decent 7 on this project. Transition. Have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best. You're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe. Please don't cry if you happen to disagree with my thoughts on this record. Anthony Fantano, Case Lang, VEIRS, forever.